Republican Party relies on you being asleep. That's why woke culture is their number one enemy. And Candace Owens recently woke up, listened to her practically demanding the arrest of Donald Trump and other insurrectionists, finally waking up and realizing that black people are 5 times more likely to be incarcerated. Roll the clip.
People keep thinking that we need to prioritize making sure that the prisons are emptied. Why would we want the prisons to be emptied? In my opinion, what it looks like when you hear these stories is that we don't have enough people in these prisons.
So she finally came around and realized that Trump and his buddies need to be in prison, and that white privilege is actually destroying our country, putting us all in danger, even up to the top level where our country is getting attacked. And I always think back to Tony Warner, the Nashville bomber, as an example. He actually had the cops called on him before for making bombs. I mean, hello, come on. Someone, the cops are out there for making bombs, and they just say, oh, well, white guy, time to move on, nothing to see here. And let's roll another clip, this time by Marjorie Taylor Greene, secret double agent for the liberal. She speaks in codes that teach us things like the satanic churches, and we didn't know what she was talking about at first, and then I broke it down and showed you how the churches are nothing more than worshiping the Republican Party, and they just proved it beyond the shadow of doubt, because if you didn't notice, they just changed the Bible. They changed what Jesus said, because now all the real conservative people who have been so against abortion, it's right there in the Bible. Oh, suddenly, that's not the case anymore. Oh, Jesus just changed what he said, because you're not worshiping Jesus. You're worshiping the Republican Party. And we also learned about the Southern Baptists, sex abuse, and the satanic churches of Walmart. So let's break down another one of her coded messages.
That white men are the most persecuted identity in America.
And how on earth could that be true? I can't possibly be saying that one's true, can I? Well, what I teach you last week, the number one largest employer in America is forced prison labor, and they don't hire white guys in there. They're hiring black people and Hispanics at much higher, 5 times higher rates and even higher. So she's just looking at that. America's largest employer, isn't hiring white guys. They took her jobs. So when we combine these two things, it actually makes a lot of sense. They either need to arrest a lot more white people or do what Biden promised to do, let nonviolent drug offenders out of jail. Jail is not rehab or a psychologist.